A sitting president of the United States called the head of FIFA, and FIFA changed its own rules. This actually happened in 2026. And it might have just broken football forever. Before we talk about what Trump did, you need to understand one rule. One rule that FIFA has protected more aggressively than any other. No government interference. Ever. Not suggestions, not requests, not pressure, nothing. FIFA has banned entire countries from international football for breaking this rule. Brazil, Pakistan, Chad, gone, because their governments tried to control their football federations. This rule exists for one reason. Football needs to be the same game for everyone, whether you play for Qatar or for Costa Rica, whether your president is popular or irrelevant. On the pitch, everyone is equal. That's the deal. That's always been the deal. And for over 100 years, it held. Until July 5th, 2026. Folarin Balogun, striker, USA national team, playing at the World Cup on home soil, the biggest moment of his career. In the round of 32 against Bosnia and Herzegovina, Balogun stepped on an opponent's ankle. The referee saw it, pulled out the red card immediately. Straight red. No argument. Under FIFA rules, automatic one-match suspension. Balogun would miss the round of 16, the match against Belgium. His World Cup was effectively over. In any other country, for any other player, that conversation ends right there. The rules are the rules. They don't bend. But Donald Trump was watching, and Donald Trump was not happy. He went public, called the red card an injustice, said Balogun didn't deserve it. Then, and this is the part that shocked the world, he didn't just post about it online, he picked up the phone, and he called Gianni Infantino, personally. Gianni Infantino, the most powerful man in world football, the man who controls FIFA, an organization with more member nations than the United Nations itself. And Infantino answered, and they talked. And then, something happened that has never happened in the history of professional football. FIFA's disciplinary committee reversed the suspension. Balogun's ban was put on probation for 1 year. He was cleared to play against Belgium. A sitting head of state had just overturned a referee's decision at a World Cup. The reaction was not subtle. UEFA, the body that runs football across 55 European nations, that organizes Champions League, that has more authority in football than almost anyone, released an official statement. They called it a red line. They said FIFA had put the integrity of the game at stake. When UEFA uses language like that, it means something. These are people who choose their words carefully. They were not choosing them carefully this time. They were furious. Journalists, former referees, football officials from every continent, all asking the same question, out loud, publicly, the same question. If Trump can overturn a red card by making a phone call, who else can? What else can be overturned? Here's why this is bigger than one match, bigger than one suspension, bigger than Balogun or Trump or even Belgium. What FIFA did on July 5th, 2026, was create a precedent. And in law, in sport, in any institution, a precedent is almost impossible to undo. Because now, the next time the president of Brazil thinks a decision was unfair for Vinicius, he can point to this moment and say, the US president called and FIFA moved. Why can't I? And the time after that, and the time after that. Until the idea of football being neutral, the idea that the pitch is the one place on earth where politics stops, is gone. Completely. Trump framed this as fighting an injustice, but the red card wasn't the injustice. Referees make calls. Players accept them. That's the game. The injustice, if there is one, is that the rule book turned out to have a back door. And that back door has a sign on it that says, only for the powerful. That's not football. That's not sport. That's something else entirely. FIFA was built on one promise, one simple, powerful promise, that football belongs to everyone, that the rules apply equally to every player, from every country, under every flag. On July 5th, 2026, that promise was broken. Not by accident, not behind closed doors, publicly, loudly, and with the blessing of the people who were supposed to protect it. You can agree with Trump. You can think Balogun's red card was harsh. You're allowed to think that. But ask yourself this. Do you actually want a world where football results can be influenced by who has the most powerful friends? Because that world started on July 5th, 2026.